Because why not? The Yankees will. They don't mind having more depth in hitters. He's going to rake in Yankee Stadium, and they are going to be okay with paying him $15 million a year because of the Yankees.
No reason. Yeah.
Yep. And he could be terrible. And the team, they don't need him. They have no need for him at all. They would put him in left field. They have Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. They could give everyone a day off. Their other outfielder is now. They just
Ben Rice.
Yeah,
I think
that's who it is.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I think that's who it is. And so they don't really need him. They have Soto. They have Verdugo now.
I was going to say
they have Verdugo, and then it's Trent Grisham.
Yes.
So do they need him? No, but are they going to do something? Yes. They're the Yankees.
They always do for no reason.
I could also see them going for a pitcher.
Yeah.
But I want Rooker to come to the Mariners. I kind of have the Mariners looking into Pete Alonso. Everyone's saying that that's the way it should go.
So who's looking at Pete Alonso?
The Mariners.
No, I
don't want him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you know that for some dumb reason he's going to get a 7 to 10 year $300 million deal next year. We're going to do a 1-year rental. We're going to have to give up some sort of
pay him.
Yeah, no way. We're going to have to give up some sort of good prospects for him. I don't think I don't think he makes us a World Series contender. People are saying that they're like, he's such a good hitter, he's so good, blah 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 blah. He is a very, very good player. There is no denying that. But is he a game changer? No. I don't even think he was on the World Series team at all. No, I don't think he's been to the playoffs.
I think the only way I would even consider that trade is if they agree to an extension beforehand, which has been done.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only way. It's not worth it.
He's only batting .243 with like 15 home runs.
Yeah. That's the only way.
It's not a game changer. And that's even where I think the Mariners, in my opinion, should go for Luis Rengifo?
Yes.
From the Angels.
Yes, I know.
Who is raking right now average-wise. He's batting like
Rengifo?
310. Yeah, something like that. He's their third baseman. He destroys the Mariners every time we play him.
Yeah.
He's been very good. The Angels are kind of in that same issue that like the White Sox, the A's are kind of in. Well, the A's are always in that issue because they're just poor.
Yeah.
But they have nothing going for him. He is 27. Again, I don't know his contract off the top of my head. I will look it up. But he should 100% be on the trade market just based off the fact that he is playing so well. He's on a 1-year, $4 million deal.
I'm pretty sure it is just a one and done.
That's what I'm wondering. And so I like that. One, it also gives you possibly a DH, if not a third baseman. Rojas has been the best Mariner all year, besides our pitchers. Yeah. Best field player by a lot. He has 1 year of arbitration, then he's an unrestricted free agent.
So 2 years.
So 2 years.
1.5, whatever. But
you have him at third. Again, if you want to switch it up with Rojas.
then you could put Rojas in the outfield.
Or at second.
Yeah.
Which we don't have a second. Polanco, he's injury prone. I don't think he's going to be our guy. Rojas has proven it. He's better than Dylan Moore there. He's better than some other players. So I think that would be the best thing. Obviously, it's an in-division trade, which tends to cost more. But I think the Mariners need more of... And again, you can move Rojas to the outfield if you want. He can play anywhere, it seems like. But I think it would be nice to have like a... Because for some reason, Scott Service doesn't think we have like a for sure third baseman when Rojas literally should for sure play every game, just like Luke Raley should for sure be playing every game. Again, it also opens up your DH if you want to DH and let Rojas play, or there's just options. I love that for the Mariners. That's the one I think I want the most, except Brent Rooker if you can get him. But
I think the last trade I had was Tyler Anderson.
Sure.
I think the Angels have to trade him. There's no reason. It was just a 1-year contract from what I remember.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to go with the Guardians. I think it'll help their rotation a little bit. They're already doing well, but if they have one more arm, because since they lost Shane Bieber, I think it'll kind of solidify their playoff chances. Because starting pitching is huge.
It's funny because I didn't. Yeah, it is. And that's why I don't think the Mariners will ever go for starting. I don't think they need starting pitchers, but I don't even want them to go for a bullpen arm, because if we do make the playoffs, that means Wu and Miller are going to the bullpen.
And what's his face is coming back in July.
Santos?
Yes.
And
if he is good, that'd be huge.
Yeah, it would be massive. And it's funny because, like, our bullpen is not that bad.
No, it hasn't been like
the Bauman guy, I don't know why we picked him up. I think he's awful. I'm over him. He was never good on the Orioles. The Orioles bullpen sucks. I don't know why we thought, like, oh, yeah, we can fix him. I was like, he's been so and he's not a closer. I hate him in the closing role. Do I think Munoz is our closer? He can be. Does he have to be? No. I think he should be. Stanek should be your setup. Yeah. Then you have Spire, Voth, Saucedo, and this Bauman
Voth has been surprisingly a lot better recently.
He's been very good.
I was shocked.
But I don't think we need particularly need a bullpen arm just because, again, if you have him, and then you have Thornton. I forgot you have Trent Thornton, who's out there, and Cody Bolton, who's been okay. And then the Bizardo.
Bizardo.
He's been fine. I know he has a high ERA, but he has a high ERA because he hardly plays. But I just think if you think about it down the road, pitching, we don't need any of it. Because if you do make the playoffs, that means Miller and
Hancock
Wu
too.
And Hancock will probably get called up with the extension of the rosters. So just for the Mariners' perspective, I just think it's two bats, and we are like if you picked up, I cannot pronounce his last name.
Renhefo, I think.
Renhefo, whatever it is, Angels third baseman, and like Brent Rooker, you are a contender, like a legitimate shot. And I think there's two things people will get mad about. Is one, the fan base here is ready.
Oh yeah.
When the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, I don't think people understood
how good they were.
Well, how good they were, but how massive the city of Seattle will just go crazy. Like, we will back it up. You know, I don't like the UW, but with UW making the national championship last year,
it was everywhere.
People, it was cool to see. I hate purple and gold, and I hate the big Husky logo, but this city is a total bandwagon city.
Oh yeah,
and yes, are we going to win every year? No, but if the Mariners make the playoffs. There's gonna be 50,000 people in that stadium when it can only fit 48 or whatever it is.
They'll still standing room for sure.
It will sell out, and I don't think like people on the East Coast and other people don't understand the passion we have for sports because we don't get the opportunity to show it.
No,
and I just think if they give Dipoto the opportunity to say, "Yep,
just spend a little bit,
you have $20 million, go figure it out. Like we will give you whatever, and maybe it doesn't have to be money, but it's just." Yeah. Some of these guys are on cheap. Rooker is on $750,000. If you're telling me the Mariners cannot afford $750,000 when they own their stadium, they have their own TV deal, which is not great. Their own bar across the stadium. Yeah. They have everything. The Mariners are so rich. We just need that.
Do it.
So those were all the trades I had.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said Tyler. I actually think Tyler Anderson was funny. I was listening to a podcast that was talking about they think he's going to go to the Angels, or he's going to stay in LA, but just go blue. Go to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I could see that. Since we were talking about
he's older, 1 year deal, like you said.
The only thing is he's already been on the Dodgers. He already traded him last year, so I feel like he would have stayed if they liked him.
I agree, but I was
like, that's weird.
And I think there's such an advantage for like the Dodgers to go for him based off the fact that it's like
he's already been there.
Well, they already know him. Yeah, he already knows the system.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to move. Nothing changes in his day-to-day life besides instead of going to Anaheim, he's going to the Dodger Stadium. So I would agree with that. I think there could be some massive changes in trades that are going to happen that people go,
we need some more time too.
We didn't really think about that.
Because like 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks can make a big difference.
100%. So, and again, like you look at the Mets, if the Mets, they've won 7 in a row, if they win, make it 10 to 15 in a row, 12 games in a row.
Yeah, they're not trading Alonso.
Why would they trade him? They're now in the playoff push. At least a wild card. They probably won't win their division because they still got Atlanta and Philadelphia in front of them. Yeah. But I wouldn't trade him.
No.
I mean, I get it. You might talk contract extensions to see. He probably will go for free agencies because the Mets have been abysmal, spending $1 million and getting literally nothing. Yeah. But I don't know. I hope the Mariners spend crazy. Just because you look at like what Texas did last year, bringing in Scherzer and a couple of these other players, didn't have a huge impact, but they did win the World Series.
What's his face? The Jordan Montgomery did, though.
That's true. That was massive. And then you also have, like, the Astros have done it multiple times. They did it with Verlander. They did it with,
Garrett Cole.
Yeah, Garrett Cole. They did it with the outfielder for Reddick.
Josh Reddick.
Reddick. They did, and he was good for multiple years with them. They did it with Jose Abreu, who obviously, I think, helped them, like we said, win 1. they've done it a bunch of times. And yes, do you look at their farm system and go, not the best? But they've already been able to rebuild that farm system because of the fact that they traded for these great players and then still contain Altuve, Bregman, Tucker. They tried to keep Correa. Pena's been great. Like, it's just annoying. But I hope the Mariners really try to go for someone.
Thanks for watching the Kind of Athletic podcast. Please make sure to like and subscribe on all of our social medias, and we will see you next week.